Well, there's people gets on here and shares their life story with other people, and yes, it's very touching. Well, I guess I'll share mine with you. What my life was like when I growed up. I was always known as my dad's mistake. He always told me I was a big mistake of the family. So I had to stay at home with mom all the time. My dad, he was a farm hand. But I wasn't allowed to go out on the farm with him like the other boys. He never did allow me to go out there on the farm. He always come up with an excuse. It's too hot for you out there. It's too cold for you out there. And just little excuses keep from me going along with him. Old Mom would go out there and give him all kinds of hell for it, but it didn't do any good. Then as I went to school, yeah, there was a bunch of bullies. They picked every day and every day and every day, and finally I got tougher and tougher, and I started just whirling around and coming up between their legs with my knee, and that would solve that for a while until a couple of days later, then another one would start in. But over the years, it was hell. And then when I got up about 18 years old, I was never, I don't know. Everybody was, the family and everybody except Mom would holler, "Here comes old ugly." And some people would tell me, "Hey, you're too ugly to explain to our friends, and would you mind going over there? Here comes one of our friends." I went to the store a couple of times, and my sister and her husband would say, "Well, when we go in the door, you go that way, and we'll go this way. You're too ugly for us to be seen with you." We even went to a restaurant up there. They invited me to a restaurant up there in Washington Courthouse, Anderson's. Well, when we got to the door, her husband says, "Well, we'll pay for your food, but if you don't mind, we'd rather for you to sit over at the table by yourself because we got friends in here and you're too ugly to explain to our friends." Well, I turned around and left. Let them go in by themselves because, hey, I don't want to embarrass anybody. And nowadays, if I go any place, I try to kind of hang off to myself because I don't want to embarrass anybody. But I'll tell you, it gets old when you're called old ugly all your life, and it burns into your mind constantly. Oh, don't come over here because we got friends and we couldn't explain you to our friends. You're too ugly, and there's just stupid things like that. I don't know. It just I'm still going through it right today, and I'm 65 years old. And nobody ever asked me to go any place with them. Nobody will go any place with me. You just, if I ask somebody to go someplace with me, they always got 1,001 excuses. Oh, they got to do this and they got to do that, and, oh, just a big spiel. And then if I forget something and come back, I'd have noticed all they're doing is sitting on a dumb computer or just sitting over in a corner. Oh yeah, they was busy, all right. But it gets to you that when somebody says, "Well, we're going to a party," and they never invite me. It's always, "We're going to a party," or "We're going to do this and we're going to do that." They never ask, "Hey, you want to go along?" It just like makes me feel that the people, that I am a big mistake in this world. That's just the way it makes me feel all the time. That just feels like it. your heart is being tore out by the roots when you're never asked to go do anything uh, with the family members. It's well, we're going down here. We'll be back later. It's never, do you want to go along with us? And that just really gets to you all the time. And then I become a preacher. Mom, before she passed away, I promised her I'd become a preacher. Well, I did. Yes, I serve God as much as I can, but hey, when nobody asks you to preach any place, hey, it just, one church back here, around here, I ain't going to name the church because that'd be a judging them. They invite me back there to church, and they'd shove me off in a corner. Nobody'd talk to me. Nobody would come up and shake my hand and say, welcome to our church. They'd invite me to church by email. Then when I'd go back there, I'd get shoved back in a corner. I preached back there a couple times until I preach straight from the Bible. I don't pull no punches. If the shoe fits, wear it. But a woman was up there. She was telling the teenagers, hey, if you commit suicide, you'll go to heaven. And I disagreed with that because, hey, when you commit suicide, you're supposed to ask for forgiveness after the sin is done. How you going to ask for forgiveness if you're already dead? And that's what I tried to explain to her. So they told me I wasn't welcome back there anymore. But just like I said, maybe everybody is right. Maybe I am too ugly, and people don't want to be seen with me. It just, it's starting to get to me real bad anymore that all I do is sit by myself most of the time because I'm never asked to go any place, or I'm never, if I ask somebody to go someplace with me, they always think of 1,001 excuses. And it just, maybe I am a big mistake to this world, but in God's eyes, hey, I'm going to put my trust in God and let Him take care of it. With Him, I'm still me. I am made the way He wants me to be made, and I can't help it. Hey, if I'm ugly to other people. That's all I can say. But anyway, there's my life story, so that's the way it's been going on all my life, and it's still going on. Well, thank you for watching this and listening to my story. Catch y'all later. And may God bless each and every one of you.